When working with access rules and table objects, there are a couple of things to be aware of. Tables are, of course, input objects, and they can include several individual columns which are also considered as input objects inside the table. There are two different things that we might want to control in a table with access rules. First is the ability for a user to add new or remove existing rows in a table. And second is the ability for a user to modify existing data already in the table. Both of these are controlled independently. The first option, to control whether a new row can be added or an existing row can be removed, is managed on the table properties. Setting the state of read-only will prevent rows from being added or removed, but will still allow the data in the table columns to be modified. The method of restricting access for all stages and roles, then allowing access at specific stage and roles, is still recommended. The second option, to control whether existing data in the individual columns can be modified, is managed on the individual column properties. This does mean that you can set different access rules for different columns. In this example, our total column will always be read-only because the value will be set automatically by a calculation behavior in the table. To select a column, you will need to click in the header of that column. Do be aware that the object state marker icons are only shown on the table and not on the individual columns. This is of course just one example, and different forms will require different logic, so the key point to remember is that adding and deleting rows is managed in the table properties, and modifying existing data is managed in the individual column properties.